Hello, hello, True Sea Moss family. How is everybody doing? Look what I went ahead and made. Today I'm going to teach you how to make Italian knot cookies. And we added our sea moss in there. We actually added it into the cookie and we added it into the icing. I do have some cookies pre-made. I'm also going to dip some and we're going to make the icing together. But I do have a video for you guys, and make sure you are taking a screenshot of that awesome recipe. This has been something I've been making for a really long time. My family loves it. I make them every year for everybody. So I said, why not add some sea moss in there and add some minerals and vitamins into our cookie recipe? It's the holidays. We're all doing baking, you guys, and I totally get that you are not always going to be 100% healthy. Is there sugar in there? Absolutely. Although I did try and go ahead and make everything organic ingredients, clean ingredients. This way, you're not getting any of those chemicals and toxins into your body. Also, adding in that sea moss is going to give you those natural vitamins and minerals in there as well. And it's super delicious. Fun fact as well, sea moss gel actually really makes your breads, cookies, baked goods, things like that really moist and holds that moisture in as well. So, highly recommend if you guys like to bake or anything like that to add your sea moss gel in there. We are going to focus mostly on the wild crafted unflavored gel. This is it right here. Feel free to actually go ahead in that description box. You will see not only the recipe I put in there for you, I also did go ahead and link the Amazon storefront so you can find any of these True Sea Moss products in there and you can go ahead and grab them. We're going to go over a bunch of my favorite flavors, a bunch of my favorite products as well. And I'm actually going to make some tea with you guys as well to go with the cookies. But let's get started. If you guys didn't go ahead already, feel free to please go ahead and take a screenshot of that recipe card if you want. I also have a really nice gift idea. So if you are still looking for the perfect gift for somebody in your family, a teacher's gift, somebody maybe like your Sunday school teacher for your kids, or even like a neighbor or coworker, giving the gift of homemade treats is actually one of my favorite things, because it's kind of giving the gift of love when you're actually homemaking things. But then you can also give them the goodness of sea moss as well. As we know, sea moss is incredible. It gives you all these mineral and vitamins that your body is absolutely craving. And why not help a friend or a family member to actually start their sea moss journey? Maybe they'll go ahead and fall in love with it like you have as well. And I do know that we are going to be on a wellness journey, especially. Let me make sure that we are all good. Just want to make sure our sound and everything is okay. Okay, hold on. Just want to make sure everything is okay. Okay, if you guys can see me, just hit that heart button, okay? Okay, I think we're back on. Just give me a little heart button just so you guys can hear me. I just want to check my sound. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. Sorry. It looked like our quality of our video kind of glitched a little bit, so I just want to make sure that we were still online. I think we're all good. So let's go ahead and roll this little video on how to make these amazing sea moss infused Italian knot cookies. Now, before we get started, I just want you guys to know that none of anything that I'm saying is medical advice. I am not a medical professional. This is just for informational purposes only and to have a little fun with putting sea moss into some of our baked goods, into our recipes as well. I think it's such an easy way to absolutely add your sea moss in, and you can pretty much put it into anything. I like to put it into teas. I absolutely love to put it into chilies and soups. in stews and acts like a natural thickener. It's high in fiber, which is actually going to make you feel fuller for longer periods of time. It's great for weight management if you guys are somebody who's trying to be on a journey like I am with that. So it really does help you to feel fuller for longer periods of time. It acts really nicely with making sure that you're going to the bathroom more regular. I know, a little TMI, but it really does work overall on your digestive health. It works for your mental well-being. It's high in minerals and vitamins like vitamin A and D and B vitamins. It also has your calcium, your magnesium in there. Although sea moss is incredible for hormone health, it does have iodine in there. Always make sure to check with your doctor. You just want to make sure that it's safe for you to take. Iodine is incredible for hormone health and thyroid support, but you have to just be careful you are not overtaking as well. Always make sure you are following the dosage recommendations on your Sea Moss, True Sea Moss products as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to walk you through this recipe. Let me go ahead and put the little video up for you. Hold on. Okay, so here we go. This is me putting the butter in. I actually went ahead and used some organic butter, which is really good. You can use whatever you have on hand. I also did go ahead and use some organic cane sugar. Let me go ahead. I'll actually, let's see. Okay, let me just show you a couple of the products that I actually did go ahead and use. This is the organic cane sugar. You can literally get whatever brand you want. This is just what I'm using. Okay, so really good. I also did use this Bob's Red Mill unbleached all-purpose flour. This is another one that we did use. I also went ahead and got organic um, eggs, and this is the butter that I did wind up using. I'll show you just in case you guys want to go and grab any of these items. This is the butter that I did go ahead and use. I like to use the salted butter. If you're not going to use salted butter, absolutely go ahead and add a little salt into your recipe. It absolutely needs the salt content, but I just got the salted butter and just left out the salt. I also use Bob's Red Mill baking powder organic. So again, if you guys can use organic ingredients, I definitely recommend doing that. It makes the world of the difference, and it really does is amazing for your body as well. So let's go ahead. I went ahead and added 2 sticks of butter. I also added in 1 cup of sugar and mixed it in the mixer. Now I'm going to go ahead and add 6 of those eggs right in there. You can actually go ahead and crack them in a bowl first and then add them in slowly. But I just cracked them in right into the bowl. We use 6 of those eggs. This recipe is actually going to make around 60 of these amazing cookies here. And I think this is going to be great for family get-togethers. You can make them as a gift, and I'm going to give you an idea how to do that as well. Just want to make sure everything is really creamed nicely together. And then you're also going to now add your True Sea Moss gel. So let's go ahead and pause that for a second. We used 2 tablespoons in there. Now, 2 tablespoons is your recommended dosage for your entire day. However, putting it into a recipe like that, you can actually probably add up to 4 tablespoons if you really wanted to. I just added 2 of the unflavored gel into this recipe, and it actually made them super moist, and they're going to stay fresh for longer periods of time as well. It really does hold that moisture beautifully in your baked goods, and I love to mix this in. I added 2 tablespoons right into the mixer with the eggs, the butter, and the sugar. And then what I'm going to do is add in the extracts. So I did go ahead and add some almond and some vanilla. I added a teaspoon of each. Now, you can absolutely add in different flavor extracts. So if you don't want to use the vanilla and the almond, these are the brand that I got, the Simply Organic. Like I said, we're trying to stay organic in the house. So this is the brand that I got. And if you do not want to use this one, you can absolutely use whatever you have. You can also make this more of a citrus taste. You can make it more lemon. And then you can go ahead, instead of adding the True Sea Moss unflavored, you could actually go ahead and add in I'll show you. Let me see if I can grab it. One second. So they have one that actually is the lemon pie flavored gel, which I actually love. It's a beautiful flavor. And I actually like to make this with chicken. So I actually will put this in like a sauce with some garlic and olive oil, mix in some of the true sea moss, and actually really make it into a beautiful little sauce for over top of chicken, almost like a chicken franchise. So you can do that with the lemon. If you're making it a lemon flavored cookie, you can put, instead of the wild crafted unflavored gel, you can actually put in the lemon one. And instead of the vanilla and almond flavoring, you can go ahead and you can put in some lemon flavoring. So these are very versatile. You can absolutely customize them to the flavoring that you want. You can even use orange. They have orange gel and you can use orange extract. We're Italian, and a lot of the times we'll actually use anise flavoring or anise, as you guys may say it. And it's really delicious. It has that nice licorice kind of flavor profile to it as well. There's tons of different ways you can make these the way you want and how you want to flavor them. And I did leave out like the food coloring just because I was trying to be all natural. The sprinkles that I got are all natural food coloring as well. True Sea Moss does not add any food coloring into any of their products. Everything is from their fruit juices, so everything is very natural. They do not have added sugars in there or anything along that line. So I chose to not add the food coloring in, but if you really wanted to, you absolutely could do that. Okay, so right here I am putting in the extracts. I did, I believe, let's see, I think I did 2 teaspoons of each flavor. Again, customize them the way you want. And then I went ahead and added right in there the baking powder. Now, you can actually do the dry ingredients on in a bowl on the side, mix it together, then add it in. I'm not that fancy over here. We're trying to keep dishes down to a minimum. So I just added the flour and the baking powder in. I added 2 tablespoons of the baking powder and then 6 cups of that organic unbleached flour in there. Now, my advice with the flour is to actually add 5.5 cups in, or 5 cups in first. Then you're going to feel the dough just to see how it is. If it's not sticky or not sticking to your hand, you actually want to go ahead and not add the rest of the flour. If you think it's sticking to your hand too much, then you can absolutely go ahead and add the extra, the 6 cup in there. You kind of want to have it like that. That's the texture that you do want that cookie dough to have. Super simple to actually go ahead and knot them up, and I'll show you there. You just want to roll it into a really nice, like I call them little snakes, and then you're going to twist and knot it. Super simple. If you don't want to do it that way, you can just leave them in a ball and press them down a little bit. You can absolutely like make it into like a candy cane shape if you wanted to. You can just make it into like a ribbon kind of shape if you wanted to. So many different ways that you can make these, but I like to do the knots just as how I learned. And let me pause this real second. Actually, you guys watch that. Let me go get the ones that I didn't ice yet. Hold on. So I have some here that I did not ice, and we're going to ice them together after we make the icing. But this is what they look like when they are knotted without the frosting on here. Let me show you. You guys can see that. They are nice and knotted without the frosting on there. And you want them nice and golden brown on the bottoms. Okay. But we're going to ice those in a little bit. So it goes really quickly. Once you get the hang of how you're going to actually knot them or kind of put them on the tray, you can get a bunch on there. And honestly, it goes really quickly. You're going to put them in the oven. Make sure you just keep an eye on them. You don't want them any longer than this because then they're going to get too dry. But definitely a little brown underneath is exactly what you want. And they bake up quickly, probably within like 10 minutes. Just keep an eye on them, honestly. Really, really simple to do, you guys. And there you go, just kind of like testing them out. Really awesome. And now here's where I'm going to go ahead and make that icing. So let me go ahead and pause this, and we're going to do this together. Uh, so delicious. I'll put them back here so you can see them. Okay, so I actually do have a little bit made already, but we're going to add to it because I definitely have to mix this one. I have my nice sprinkles here, and you can use like any like kind of sprinkles if you want to. And we're also going to add in sea moss into this frosting as well, which is going to be super simple. So you're going to do about 3 cups. I don't have a measuring cup here. I'm just going to kind of like eyeball it, honestly. So let me go ahead and do that. But I started off with about 3 cups. I'm just going to mix this in. Okay. Just with what I already have here. Let me go ahead and roll the video. I just add a little bit more of that flavoring right into the frosting. Okay, let me pause that so we can catch up. So I'm just going to do a drizzle of each just because we want to complement the flavor of the cookie. Okay. A little bit of the vanilla, a little bit of the almonds. Okay, and let me go get some water. 1 second. Okay, and now I'm just going to add some water in here to make it to the consistency that you want. You just want to make sure that it's nice and smooth, and you want to make sure it's like a runny kind of consistency. I call it like dippable. You'll see what I mean in a minute. But let me go ahead and roll that video. Okay, we're just going to mix it up. Okay, we're going to pause that for 1 second. So I want to show you how we're going to add the sea moss into our frosting. We're not going to use the gel. We're going to actually use the sea moss capsules, which you're going to see. We're going to open them up. So this is kind of the consistency that you want. A little bit runnier. I'll put a little more water in there. Okay. And it's okay. You can use sifted powdered sugar if you wanted to. But I didn't do that because when you have the liquid in there, it's actually going to melt together anyhow. So it just needs a few minutes to kind of like come together. Mix it up. If you have a mixer, you could do it in your mixer, but I just hand mix it like this. There we go. Watch this. See how it's nice and like thin and pourable, okay? And now here's how we're going to actually add in our sea moss. So we have our capsules here, and if you don't already know this, 4 capsules is your recommended dosage for the entire day. So if you just want to take a capsule, absolutely go ahead and do it. This has 1600 milligrams of your Irish sea moss in here. This is a great way to travel, so you don't actually have to go ahead and refrigerate it. But this is how we're going to add this in here. So I'm actually just going to do 2 because I already had the sea moss in here. But the way we're going to add it is we're just going to open up the capsule and just pour in the powder right in there. So now we're going to have some sea moss goodness into our frosting as well. Super easy to do, you guys. Okay. So we're just doing 2 capsules. When I originally did these, I put 4 in. But again, we already had some frosting in here, so I don't want to overdo it. And now at this point, this is where you would actually add in your food coloring if you wanted to go ahead and add in some green, some red. We're trying to be all natural here, so I didn't have natural food coloring on hand, so I'm not going to put it in there, but you absolutely can. See how that consistency is? That's exactly what you're looking for. Okay? Really nice and dippable. So let me just move my computer back a minute. I'm going to roll that video for you again so you guys can keep an eye on it. And then we're going to dip these. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I have some already made here. So I'm just going to kind of just dip them in. Get some of that excess frosting off just like that and place them over here. And we're going to do a couple and then we're going to sprinkle them with whatever sprinkles you want to use. Okay. They go really quickly, you guys. They're not a super sweet cookie, which is what I really love because we actually love to have these at dessert time with coffee. A lot of people like to dip them in their coffee or in their tea or something along that line. It's super, super simple to do. Okay. We'll just do a couple so you guys are not going to get bored watching me dip cookies. Okay. Let me know in the comment section what Christmas cookies are you guys making for this season. I have other recipes I'd love to share with you guys, and we can absolutely incorporate sea moss into them as well. It's one of my favorite ways to actually have our sea moss in our house. I pretty much mix it into everything, you guys. Baking is no different. So again, we're just kind of dipping them and getting that excess frosting off. Okay. Okay, we did a couple, and now I'm just going to put the sprinkles on and I'll show you. Okay, that's it. And then I'm going to let them dry. I'm going to do the rest offline, just so I'm not spending all of my time dipping cookies on live with you guys. I wish you can smell this house. It smells incredible from baking these. They're really, really good. So let me show you what they look like up close. You guys can see those. Look how delicious, okay? Really, really yummy, you guys. I promise you, if I can make them, you can do it too. And again, adding that sea moss in is actually going to keep that moisture into these cookies beautifully. You don't even taste that sea moss in there. So if you're concerned about that or you think it's going to really change the texture or anything like that. The only thing that it's going to actually do is to add moisture into it. That is it. You don't taste it unless you're going to use like a flavored gel. You might taste some of that like lemon or strawberry, whatever you use. But the unflavored gel, you're not going to taste it. So let me go ahead and set these back here. And let me show you the cute little gift idea that I was thinking about to incorporate sea moss and to give your loved ones a nice homemade treat. So I went ahead and actually packaged these up ahead of time. I got these really cute like cellophane bags that you could put like baked goods in there. And I put a bunch of the cookies in there, tied it with a really pretty ribbon. Okay, now that by itself would be a really cute gift idea, but then I went ahead and bought these boxes from Amazon. While you're on there shopping for your CMOS stuff, go ahead and pick up like bakery boxes like this. I think these were like 6 by 6 by 3 inch size. They also have ones that are really cute with like Christmas kind of decoration in there. And let me show you how I'm going to do this. Now, originally, I was definitely going to put some tissue paper in there. I just don't have that on hand, but get some pretty tissue paper. You're going to put your cookies right in here. Okay. And now, I mean, you can do whatever flavor gel that you want. I would actually do the Wild Crafted one right in there because that's what we used in the cookies. Or you can do a flavor that maybe you think that they would like. There's tons of flavors to choose from, you guys. So many flavors. So we're actually going to go ahead where I put it. This is one of my personal favorites. This is a strawberry gel. It's so good. I love to put this in smoothies. I love to put this in like compotes. I know Katie, your friend, made like this really beautiful berry compote and put it over like waffles. I think she did on pancakes. So delicious. But I like to use it in smoothies. You can absolutely go ahead and put this in pretty much anything. You can put it in a little, it tastes kind of like a strawberry preserve. You could put it like on toast if you wanted to. So strawberries are really versatile ingredient. So I'm actually going to put this with the cookies in this little box here. Okay, so you have your cookies in the bag. You also have a sea moss gel in there. I'm going to close it up. Obviously, you want to maybe incorporate some tissue paper in there as well. I got some pretty sparkly ribbon. Okay, and go ahead and wrap the box up. Now, again, you can do this however you want, honestly. But you can give your friends and family the goodness of sea moss, and you can also give them a little treat to go along with it. But what's going to make this even more special is I'm printed out the same recipe card that we started with. I did a bunch of little of the recipes on a piece of paper here. So we're going to cut one out. This way, your friend or your family can actually go ahead and make these cookies if they want to. And then they can incorporate the sea moss gel that you gave them as well. This way, it kind of gives them an idea. Sea moss is an incredible superfood. You can obviously go ahead and explain to them how amazing sea moss is for your body, that mucilagenic effect that really helps their gut health. You can explain that you can mix them into recipes, things along that line. So I went ahead and put the recipe card in there. I'm just going to poke a little hole in here. Hopefully, I usually have a hole punch with me. I don't have that on hand. Okay. Going to put this through with the ribbon. Again, love to make homemade treats. I always give cookies and little sweet treats out for the holidays. Now you can go ahead and give them the goodness of sea moss along with it. Okay. We're just going to tie a pretty bow. Do I have that little piece of greenery? Here it is. I also have a little piece of greenery we're going to put on here as well. Okay. So if you guys are not sure what to get somebody for a Christmas gift, who doesn't love food? And then you can give them a really nice, healthy or alternative as well by giving them that sea moss gel. And they can also go ahead and incorporate it into their recipe as well and make it. Um, so here we go. This is kind of the little gift idea I'm talking about. So you have your recipe card here, you have your bagged cookies in there as well, and then you have your jar of your true sea moss along with it. So they can go ahead and make their own little cookies as well. I thought that was just a super cute gift idea. Who would not love something like that? We are all going to be on like this wellness journey in the new year. I know I am. I'm going to kick it into high gear and really focus on clean eating, whole foods, really getting into exercise. You guys are going to see a lot of me doing that on here, but what better way to give somebody a gift of a homemade treat, but also include a wellness product as included with that, so they can also try it and see what True Sea Moss is all about. It's incredible, you guys. Definitely recommend trying. And this way they can go ahead and make those cookies as well. Includes the recipe on there. I'll put that recipe card up as well. You can always watch the replay here on YouTube. And again, you can buy any of the True Sea Moss products on the Amazon storefront. That is also linked in the description box, as well as the recipe is also in there if it's easier for you guys to see it there as well. But I thought that was really neat, super cute gift idea. I have other things coming up. We have cookies and Santa. I also have like chocolate treats that I'm going to make with sea moss as well. I just feel like a sweet treat around the holidays. We're all going to do it, right? We're all kind of indulging, trying to behave, but incorporating sea moss as well, at least we're getting those minerals and vitamins in there, right? And it really does help work on your gut health. It is a prebiotic, it's a probiotic. It also helps if you are somebody who works out, if you are somebody who loves to work out, or you have somebody in your family or you're going to buy for that is into like their own wellness journey and into a very active. Sea moss is actually an incredible gift idea. So really cute. Here's another little gift idea. Now I'm not going to box it up, but I have all my favorite teas in my little tea drawer here. Okay. And this is another cute little gift idea. And you guys can package these up together. And actually, I'm going to make this tea with you in a second. This is one of my favorite gels. Who doesn't love elderberry gel? Elderberry this time of year is a must-have for sure. It's high in vitamin C. It absolutely helps you combat cold and flu. It really does help with, fighting off any kind of germs, things along that way. But Sea Moss also is incredible for immune support as well. They combined it into this really yummy gel. It's one of our favorites. One of my favorite teas. It's incredible. This is the Echinacea Support. And you guys can find both of these products on Amazon as well. Go to the True Sea Moss storefront, get your elderberry gel, and then go ahead and grab some of this one. This is your Echinacea Plus, promotes immune function. So does your Sea Moss gel. And again, this is a really thoughtful gift idea. Even if you know somebody maybe not feeling well and is on the mend, you can absolutely do this for them as well. So let me show you how we're going to do that. I have my little cup here. Okay. I have some tea water that has already been boiling. Now, you do not want to add your sea moss gel straight into boiling water. This one actually is right under boiling. So I'm also going to go ahead and actually add in a teaspoon of our sea moss gel. Okay. Actually, I'll use my little True Sea Moss spoon here. So this is the texture of it. It does have this beautiful mucilagenic kind of effect to it. Okay, and I'm going to add just a little bit into my water here and just mix it in. And it's going to meld in beautifully. Okay, so now you're going to get that flavor of that beautiful elderberry from the Sea Moss gel in there. And now I'm going to put my tea bag in there and let that steep. And you guys, you can do this with any of the flavored gels. You can pair it with any of your favorite teas. I love to do spiced like chai tea with the apple and cinnamon gel is incredible. I've also done like a pumpkin spice tea. I have. These are just really awesome gift ideas. Who doesn't love little like treats like that for a gift? I do. I think it's super, super thoughtful, and I really do think that it's an awesome gift idea. Huh? Sea moss. Yeah. My husband said tea moss. Okay. So there we go. I did mix the elderberry gel right in there in our tea. You see how it just kind of melts in beautifully? You don't even see the sea moss in there. So if you guys are concerned about the texture of putting your sea moss gel into a liquid, it melts beautifully in there. This goes for not only your tea, but it also goes for your soups and your stews, your sauces, or anything along that line. It's not going to alter that texture. It's just going to add those mineral and vitamins in. When it's in a tea, it actually gives your throat a nice like coat if you have a sore throat. It actually helps soothe. So this is something that is a must have in our home because we definitely love to sip on tea when we're not feeling well. It also is a great way to get a little calm in before bed. So we're just going to let that steep for a minute. But what I also love to do is just add a little bit of honey in there, and that is it. But this is my favorite. I do love the elderberry. Okay, really, really delicious. I promise you, it's not super sweet as well. It has a really beautiful flavor profile. So I think that would be a really beautiful little gift idea. You can get one of the little gift boxes like I have, the little bakery boxes. Instead of the cookies, you can do the jar with one of the teas that you think that your friend or family would like. So you can do like the tea, and then you can do like a jar of the elderberry jam, sorry, elderberry gel, and do a gift idea like that and package it up. So many different gift ideas. When it comes to sea moss, you guys, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you think that somebody in your family would really, really appreciate it, I know I do, that this would be such an incredible little gift. So let me see if I have honey down here. I do. I'm just going to add a little bit of honey in my tea and take a little sip. Super soothing, you guys, especially in the cold and winter months. There's nothing like a beautiful tea. This is the honey that I use. It's just like raw, organic, unfiltered honey. So let's take a sip and see what it tastes like. It's so good. I promise you, if you are on the fence about sea moss gel, the best thing you can do is mix it in. If you're not a texture person, then you can just take it by itself. 2 tablespoons is your recommended dosage for your sea moss gels, but they go incredible in anything warm, you guys. Love this in a tea. I'll be sipping on it tonight. But let's go over some of my other favorite products, some of the things that we haven't gone over yet. Again, real quickly, one last look of our incredible little knot cookies. Definitely give those a try. Let me know how you guys like them. I'll be live again before Christmas time to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. And we're actually have a little surprise for you. So it's something else we're going to make, but I'm not going to tell you what that is. However, definitely make sure you are subscribing to the YouTube channel. We have a ton of different creators on here. We all have different ways about us. I am just like a regular mom. I am 45. I have my husband. We've been married for 25 years, if you could believe that. I have 2 adult boys, and I am just getting started on my wellness journey. So this is kind of the beginning stages. I've been taking sea moss for 6.5 months. And I really am trying to eat better, exercise more. In 2026, I am like full on health mode. Trust me about this one. We have other creators on here who love to work out, who are really seasoned when it comes to working out and have been doing this for a really long time. You have somebody like Katie who's extremely brilliant when it comes to the science behind sea moss, and she also loves to bake and cook and has great recipes as well. And then we have our sweet Tammy on here, who's our little our grandma, and I love her. She just is so super sweet with all her grandbabies, and it's so refreshing and nice to see we're all different ages, we're all different walks of life. We all have different ways of how sea moss has benefited us, and I think you guys are going to find somebody you resonate with. We are just getting started here, and I promise you, if you give us a subscribe and you do follow us to get notifications when one of us is live, you are absolutely going to be part of this true sea moss family as well. And we cannot wait to share our wellness journeys with you. So go ahead, go into the description box. You'll see Amazon storefront for True Sea Moss. Feel free to shop all those products there. I also included some of my links if you guys want to check those out as well. But definitely go shop that True Sea Moss website. Let's go over some of my favorite products. First, I'm going to go take dinner out of the oven real quickly. We're having salmon and I smell it. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Just so you guys see, that's what we're having for dinner tonight once I get off live. So let's go over some of my favorite items, you guys, real quickly. Um, we didn't even talk about the gummies. Gummies are one of my favorite ways to take our sea moss products. They have a bunch of different ones here. Let me show you the versions that I have. Now you can absolutely get them in these travel packs, which are super travel friendly, really easy to take with you. So these are the ones that I have here. They also have apple cider vinegar version, which I don't have yet, but they have our ashwagandha, which is incredible for calming support and sleep support. If you guys want to grab ashwagandha, which is really delicious, you have your, whoops, you have your elderberry. These are elderberry gummies. So good, really great for immune support as well. Again, all of these have no sugar in here. Whatever sugars that are in here are absolutely from the fruit juices and the monk fruit juice that they use. There's no added like white sugars or fake sugar in here. Everything is 100% natural, non-GMO. They are vegan. They're made here in the USA. They are sourced from pristine, really clean, beautiful waters off of the Nha Trang Bay in Vietnam. They also do third-party testing to make sure that the ingredients that are in here, and specifically the sea moss that's in here, does not contain those heavy metals as well. Incredible company. They absolutely back all of their products, which is really, really sweet. A lot of brands don't do that. They don't even do that third-party testing. So encourage you that if you're going to start a sea moss journey, to actually go ahead and do your research with the brand you're going to actually purchase from. True Sea Moss is incredible. Elderberry gummies. This is the extra strength version. This is 3,000 milligram gummies. These have berry, citrus, and apple flavors. This is your extra strength version if you guys want that kind of support. You also have your regular sea moss gummies. This is all sea moss. It does have your magnesium, your potassium, it does have your sodium, your Irish sea moss, your burdock root extract, and your bladderwrack extract. Um, 12 calories and 3 grams of, 1.7 grams of sugars. Again, all natural. Those sugars are coming from the fruit that's in here. Now, let me just show you this real quickly. And before I jump off the live stream, I will put that recipe card back up for you in a second. I'll let the video run through one more time. But you can see in here, they're all different flavors. You have cherry, you have elderberry, orange. You had green in there, but I ate all the green ones. They're really, really delicious, you guys. This is a great one for your kids as well. I do recommend contact their pediatrician just to make sure sea moss is safe for them to take. However, your kids are not going to give you a problem taking these gummies. They are delicious, okay? Any of the flavors. And I think it'll be kind of fun for them to actually go ahead and pick the flavor they want as well. 1,200 milligrams of your Irish sea moss are in here. Each one of these gummies are 2 gummies per serving for an adult, 1 gummy per serving for a child. I would say 5 plus, but again, check with their pediatrician. Really delicious. Um, Green powder. One of my most favorite products, I promise you this. This is such an incredible green powder. And I'm going to just tell you right now, I have tried many popular brands and they're disgusting. I did not like them. I probably tried about 5 or 6 different ones. I threw them out. They taste like very too natural for me, very earthy. Did not like the flavoring. These are incredible, you guys. They do have a little bit of a sweetness to them. That's coming from the monk fruit juice. They also monk fruit extract. They also have elderberry in here. This has 8 incredible, powerful blends of ashwagandha, spirulina, your wheatgrass, your apple cider vinegar. You have your matcha green tea, which actually is the predominant flavor in here. So if you love matcha, you're going to love this. Your Irish sea moss, obviously our star ingredient, your elderberry fruit, and your lion's mane. So this is not only going to be incredible and may help you with focus, may help you with calm support and gut health. This is really delicious on top of it. I promise you, you are going to love this one. It's really, really finely milled. And I actually love to take the greens just like we did make our elderberry tea here. I would actually make the matcha just like that. I would just go ahead and put in some warm water. I would froth it up just to make sure it's blended. Add a little honey. Maybe you don't even need sweetness because it's sweet on its own. And then add a little cream over top. It is simply amazing. Hot or cold, it's really, really good. You can also go ahead and actually bake with this. I have a little surprise for you guys coming up soon, and I'm not going to spoil it, but you can actually bake this. You can mix it into chocolate. You can put this in smoothies. It's incredible. So if you're not somebody who wants to make your matcha like a tea or just to drink it with like juice or with like, or I also like to use it with like coconut water. You don't have to do it. You can also mix this into things. Now, they came out with one of my favorite things. I've been asking True Sea Moss, I said, you know what? I was on vacation and my body was craving these greens. I take this almost every single day, no joke. Even if it's just half a dose, one scoop is your full dose amount. But sometimes I'll do like half a dose because I'm going to take your sea moss like in the evening time. But this is incredible. They came out with stick packs. Mind blown. Stick packs. This is an incredible way to travel, right? So I love the fact that these are single serve. Again, these are on the True Sea Moss Amazon storefront. They come in a pack of 3. So if you're not even sure you're going to like the green powder, totally understand. I've tried, I told you about 6 different ones until I found this one. And then I was like, okay, this is delicious. I can do this green powder. So, great way to try the green powder without purchasing a full size, which is actually on sale right now. I think it's like 34% off. You guys can go check. But they have the 3 pack of the sticks, which are single serve, travel friendly, absolutely incredible way to try your sea moss greens. It's a really great gift idea as well, if you guys wanted to do that. And they're like $4.99, I think. Go check that Amazon storefront again, for 3 of these sticks. Blind blown, crazy amazing. So definitely one of my favorite finds, my favorite products with True Sea Moss. Powerful blends in here, you guys. And it's going to work not only on your mood support, but your gut health. It's always going to work on your immune support. It's always going to work on keeping you regular. It's just incredible. Promise you. So if you haven't tried the green powder, this is a great time to do that. They were out of these stick packs for a really, really long time. And when we actually went ahead and saw they were in stock, we were all so excited. So really recommend those. And so let's go over some of my favorite flavors. So again, today we did go ahead and use in our recipe. Now, I don't know if they have this particular bundle in stock right now. They did have it this afternoon. They had a bundle deal with the wild crafted unflavored gel and the capsules all in one bundle for like 27% off or something. So if you guys want to go check that out, I'm not sure if they have any more in stock, but they have a bunch of bundle deals as well in the Amazon storefront. And they're always kind of bundling together really awesome products and popular products. And it's going to save you money. So, like, they have the capsules and the wild crafted gel. They had the wild crafted gel in some of their soaps. So you'll get like 2 soaps. They had like strawberry gel with 2 soaps. They had elderberry gummies with the wild crafted gel. They're always kind of switching up those little bundle deals and always to be used so you're able to try 2 different products and save money as well. So if you guys want to go check that out, not sure what's quite in stock, so I definitely recommend you guys trying to go check out because they definitely only have like limited stock of those bundle deals, but they're really a great way to try different flavors, different products, save on those bundles. It's really, really awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me go ahead and put this recipe card back up for you real quickly. Let's see. There you go. So this way you guys can do maybe what you saw me do and kind of make this like as a sweet little gift idea. I just kind of printed 4 on paper. I just got the one wet, but that's okay. But I had 4 on one paper, cut them out. And again, we included the recipe card. We wrapped it up real beautiful in this little box. We have one of our favorite gels in there. I put the strawberry because I feel like so many people love strawberry. Another great one would actually be the apple and cinnamon, which is a really popular brand one. You're gonna get real popular. The mango pineapple everybody loves. So you can put that one in there if you wanted to, or just go with the unflavored gel because that's what we used in the recipe. And then in that bag there, we filled it with our knot cookies that we went ahead and made. So this way they're getting a homemade treat. They're getting some goodness with that True Sea Moss gel. And they're getting that recipe card so they can also learn how to put their sea moss in baked items and things like that as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to actually jump offline. Feel free, if you ever have any questions, you can absolutely type them into that chat box. I'm not sure if I said that, but you feel free to always do that. I have no problem answering any questions if I can. But and we always like to chat around here, even if it's like, do you have recommendations for a favorite flavor, something along that line? No problem answering any of your questions. So I will see you guys soon. I think live again. Let me see if I have my schedule up. I don't think I do. It'll be right before Christmas. So I think it's like the 21st I'm live. And I have a special live planned for you guys. So make sure you tune in. I hope you guys have a very blessed rest of your night. Feel free to rewatch this. And again, shop that Amazon storefront. And I'm so thankful. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope I gave you guys some great ideas for gift ideas. Also, ideas to incorporate your sea moss gels into different recipes and encourage you to possibly try sea moss and be a little healthier as well. So have a wonderful night, and I will